Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, I am so rusty. Like I haven't filmed in a while. I think in like a week or so, and I'm like, what do I do with my hands? I'm also filming with a palette that I was honestly not very excited for. So if you guys are interested, just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post about 3 to 4 times a week. Highly recommend subscribing so you don't miss out. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, I have this sort of new retro glam palette from Natasha Denona. I wasn't gonna buy this, but it actually launched on Sephora when the VIB Rouge sale was happening. So I was like, if I can get 20% off, I might as well get it because I kind of collect Natasha Denona palettes. I don't have every single one, but I have a majority of them. And I recently filmed my eyeshadow palette collection video, so you guys will hopefully see that soon. But since I have pretty much every single one, I decided to go ahead and buy this. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't like my favorite color story, but I decided, let me just get it, so I have it here. I did film close-ups of the palette, so let me go ahead and show you guys the packaging, what the shadows look like, and swatches, of course. So I was reading on Natasha Denona's website about this palette, and basically this is bringing 2 of Natasha's most celebrated creations into a new mid-size eyeshadow palette concept. This dynamic color story combines the greens, pinks, and neutral nudes of the mini retro eyeshadow palette with a variety of seductive glam eyeshadow palette finishes in a collection of all new shades. So this palette retails for $69 and it's ranging from muted sage greens and cool browns to shimmering dust pinks and sparkling champagne nudes. The retro glam eyeshadow palette suits every occasion. I feel like that's a little debatable, but we'll see. This is cruelty-free, mineral oil-free, paraben-free, and made in Italy. So we have a few descriptions of the shades. So let me go ahead and read those to you because there are some very beautiful textured eyeshadows. I believe I definitely swatched one of her matte cream powder shadows. So let me go ahead and tell you a little bit of the shade descriptions. So the first shade is called Flare, which is a sparkling metallic vintage rose with a silver shift. When I swatched this had a beautiful sparkle in it, so I was really excited about that. Next we have Jazzy, which is a metallic dark cool brown. We've got Oscar, which is a metallic light medium vintage champagne. Evergreen is a matte cream powder medium dark sage green. We have Marlin, which is a metallic light medium sage green. We've got Maxi, which is a metallic medium dark warm taupe. Sage is a matte medium sage green. We've got Holly, which is a matte light neutral rose. Fringe is a matte pastel sage green. Faye is a matte medium muted clay. Flutter is a sparkling light champagne pink. Lucy is a matte light limestone shade. Paladina is a metallic pastel sage green, which is so pretty and unexpected. Belle is a matte medium dusty rose, and Oz is a metallic medium dark muted forest green. So those are all the shade descriptions. I hope you guys enjoyed the swatches. I tried to get you guys a close-up so you can see all the little textures in the shadows. Now, I was just scrolling through Natasha Denona's website and I saw this look. It's called How to Achieve a Pink Dramatic Smoky Eye with the new Retro Glam palette. And this looked like a very pretty eyeshadow look, so I'm going to try my best to recreate it. And I can try and link Natasha's website down below for you guys if you want to find the tutorial. I haven't actually seen the tutorial, but I see a clear picture of it. So I think it's a good inspo pick for me because I was kind of going to play with the pinks. I feel like everybody's played with like the sagey colors and they're very cool tone sage shades. So I was a little bit like, eh. But I think I'm going to try this look. It looks beautiful on the website. So very curious about that. I also did grab my little mini retro palette. Again, this is like one of my least favorite color stories from Natasha Denona in her mini palettes. And I will say, when I was going through my midi collection, the Glam palette I know is like so popular in her lineup, but it's a cool tone palette, so I tend to shy away from cool tones just because of my skin tone. I think it looks really beautiful when I actually do a cool tone look, but in my mind, I feel like warm tone looks are more flattering for me. But honestly, once I do a cool tone look, it looks fine. It's just me in my head. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys those two palettes. If you have those two, do you need this one? Probably not, but if you're watching this video, you're probably like me and you have a slight Natasha Denona collecting problem. So let's go ahead and play with this palette. Okay, so from the look of this picture, it definitely looks like they used the shade Evergreen on the outer corner. So I'm gonna grab a blending brush, and I just grabbed this Sigma E25, and I'm gonna go into the shade Evergreen, which is her cream powder eyeshadow formula, which is one of my favorites. I do have my Sigma eyeshadow primer on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the darker shade this time and see how it goes. I haven't watched the tutorial, but I'm gonna do my own version of it and hopefully it'll look similar to the look that she created. I like dream of the day that Natasha gives us a all cream powder palette, because these shadows are so beautiful. They're so easy to blend and they're so lovely. So, okay, I think I bought this a little further in than I probably should have, but that's all right. I can figure it out. I will figure it out. Okay, really like that color. And then it looks like they have the shade Flare on the inner part of the lid. And there's definitely a transition shade that is pink. So I'm assuming they use Belle because it's a pretty like rosy pink. So I'm going to grab this Nabla brush and I'm going to go into the shade Belle. And we're just going to kind of start on the inner corner and sweep that in. I think I should have not bought the shade Evergreen up so high, but we're all learning here, so let's see. Those two shades are blending together okay. I have to take Freya to her little toddler like gymnastics class, and I also happen to film YouTube on Tuesdays, and it's so funny because I think last week I had this like super bright green look on, and I'm kind of ashamed to admit it, guys, but I did end up taking my makeup off because I didn't want to scare the parents. I didn't want to scare the parents. I feel like my child is already like a loose cannon in the class because she's like the littlest one and she just kind of does whatever. And so I'm like, okay, let me just like not show up with this unearthly green eyeshadow look. Oh, I used to wear whatever eyeshadow palette I felt like it, and I still kind of do, but in this moment I kind of panicked and I'm a little bit ashamed, but oh well. This is a judgment-free YouTube channel, okay? So I expect nobody to judge me. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the Evergreen shade and deepen this outer corner up a little bit more. If you guys didn't see, and I feel kind of bad about this, but I was posting about Black Friday as tastefully as I could because I feel like even as a YouTuber, I was so overwhelmed by the sales. So I can't imagine like people that aren't like tuned into beauty 24/7 like some of us are, dealing with all the sale posts. So I was trying really hard not to like overuse my community tab, overuse my stories. But I wanted to post, but it was like Cyber Monday. So I was like, it's fine. But my computer battery died. On Sunday, I sat down to turn my computer on so I could like figure stuff out before I went downstairs to film my new makeup releases video, and my computer wouldn't turn on. And my husband's like, you did tell me that it warned you about your battery needing servicing. And he's like, yeah, this is what happens. It just dies like that. So he's like, you're gonna need to buy a new battery. So spent money on that. On Cyber Monday, bought myself a new battery. Luckily, my husband is very tech savvy, so he's gonna swap out my battery for me instead of me having to mail it. But it says my battery is gonna get here today. We'll keep our fingers crossed, but I wasn't able to post my new makeup releases, so this next week it'll be an extra long episode. And I was like, I should let people know, but I'm like, it's fine, like people will figure it out. But that's what happened. And of course it's like right, you know, at the start of December, of course, like of course. So the timing isn't ideal, but it's good for me. It's good for me to just like simmer down and not like stress, because I don't know, it feels like a rat race sometimes with YouTube. And I don't know, I feel like sometimes the universe is just like, it's all right, it's okay, just like relax. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate this color combo, but I feel like it's gonna pull through. You know what I mean? So I'm putting Flare on the lid. It just looks so much better on the model. It just looks so much better on the model than it does on me. I think I just bought the Evergreen shade like too far in, and it's not as like deep on my skin tone as on the model. So we might be going to gymnastics again without makeup on, because this kind of looks weird on me, in my opinion, but maybe I'll be able to salvage it. We'll see. This pink shade is so pretty, but it just doesn't look as vibrant as I was hoping. So I'm wondering if I should put like a little bit of flutter on there, because it's like a pretty sparkly shade. Yeah, that looks really pretty. It's like a pretty champagne color without like a base, so that did just like amp it up just like a tish. So that's pretty much the look. I feel like it looks way more vibrant on the picture that I saw on the Natasha Denona website, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So let me go ahead and put on some eyeliner, and we'll do the lower lash line together as well. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I just used a new eyeliner that I picked up during Black Friday. This is the Too Faced Killer eyeliner in the shade Killer Black. These were like half off, so I was like, let me try it. But in this picture that I'm looking at, it's actually a tutorial, but I haven't watched the tutorial. I think they use the shade Evergreen in the lower lash line, so I just grabbed this brush from Lunar Beauty, and I'm just gonna kind of just run that on the lower lash line. I like how that part looks, at least. Oh my gosh, I'm on the struggle bus today. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back into Belle, which is the pink, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of pink as well, just to match, you know? And then for the inner corner, I'm gonna use the shade Flutter, and I'm gonna give it a spray. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so I think in the tutorial they have some wing liner, so I don't know if I need the wing liner. We'll see. I will think about it, but I'm gonna throw on some mascara, put on some blush, throw on a lippy, do something with this hair, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. I feel like these earrings were just like made for this retro glam palette, because I bought these like I think sometime at the start of this year. But isn't that crazy? It's like a pink sage earring. Like, I don't always have things that go perfectly with the makeup look, so I had to point that out and give myself a little pat on the back. Anyway, let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today. So for foundation and concealer, I have on my NARS. This is the Light Reflecting Foundation. And then for concealer, I have on the Faux Filter Concealer from Huda Beauty. This is the shade Granola. So that is my face combo. And then I did use some of my glowish primer in the Blur Jam. I'm gonna try and keep up with that, because I don't know, I just want to see if I can actually use up a primer. And then for lip combo, I did pull out my Blend Bunny Lippy and lip liner. This lip shade is called Tease. It's a beautiful cool tone brown shade, so I thought it would work really well with this cool tone look. And then for powder, I used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless powder. For blush, highlighter, and bronzer, I'm wearing the Dream Vacay bronzer from ColourPop. And my favorite part of doing my collection videos have been kind of organizing my makeup collection, seeing the things that I love, and being able to kind of reach for them easier and find things easier. So I did reach for my favorite Natasha Denona blush. This is the Mini Bloom blush, which is a beautiful shimmery coral blush, and I haven't worn this in a while because it was like hidden in the depths of my makeup drawer. So I really love this, and it might be a little warm toned for this look, but I don't really care. And then for highlighter, I grabbed the I Need a Nude Glow highlighter from Natasha Denona. This is what it looks like. Super pretty champagne highlighter shade. So that is pretty much everything on my face. I will link everything down in my description box for you guys in case you're interested in shopping any of the things that I mentioned today. But yeah, this is the makeup look. What do you guys think? I have been staring at this makeup look for a while now, and honestly, I don't love it. I don't love it, and I don't know, maybe it'll grow on me the longer I keep it on, but I feel like it's kind of a weird color combo, which is not the end of the world because it's not really like all about me when it comes to this eyeshadow palette, especially being a review channel. Like, just because I don't love this shade of sage with this shade of pink, maybe you guys love it. And I mean, I guess it's like a nice change compared to like maybe just doing like a black or a gray or like a cool tone brown. So that's nice, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on this palette. I feel like she just has so much more potential with her eyeshadows, and I feel like this year with Natasha Denona, I haven't gotten that like color that I've been like desiring from her in a while. So I feel like a lot of the palettes have been like more neutral and a little bit like on the safe side. So yeah, I'm just like really ready for like a Metropolis Renaissance or like a Circle Loco type deal. But yeah, I mean, maybe this is just like something that everybody else has been wanting, and I like that she drew inspiration from two of her existing palettes. I think that's pretty cool. And I know Natasha Denona is an artist. I mean, I see it in her work, so I guess I can win them all. But yeah, this was definitely not my favorite palette from her this year. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to be blown away by this, but let me know because I'm curious. Did you guys buy this palette? What are your thoughts? I feel like you guys will probably disagree with me because I feel like a lot of people are really into this, and I'm just like, me, it's not for me, but I bought it anyway. So yeah, I will probably just put this on my shelf, and I probably won't be reaching for this a ton, but that's okay. I still did it for the science, and I had fun trying a look that I was inspired by her website. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys.